Here is a detailed YouTube article on the evolution of BMW cars in 1955, crafted without focusing on handling conditions. BMW car evolution at the 1955 milestone, a legacy reignited. In the landscape of post-war automotive innovation, 1955 marked a defining chapter for Bayerische Motoren Werke, better known to the world as BMW, at a time when the company was recovering from the aftermath of World War II, grappling with financial uncertainty, and seeking a new identity in a competitive European market. BMW made pivotal strides that would shape its future. The evolution of BMW in 1955 was not just a tale of car manufacturing, it was a saga of resilience, creativity, and the birth of a luxury and performance dynasty. The post-war rebuild, BMW's critical crossroads. Before 1955, BMW was primarily recognized for its motorcycle production. The company had built its reputation in the 1930s with sports and luxury cars, but the devastation of WEI left its production facilities in ruins and its future uncertain. By the early 1950s, BMW was producing the Burro-Cangela, the BMW 501A, but the car was costly and not commercially successful. With limited resources and the pressure of surviving in a resurging economy, BMW stood at a crossroads in the mid-1950s. That's when the company took a bold leap, introducing a vehicle that would become one of its most iconic and strategic moves in its entire history. Enter the BMW Isetta, a revolutionary compact. 1955 witnessed the debut of the BMW Isetta, a microcar that redefined BMW's direction and introduced a unique and unforgettable chapter in its evolution. Originally an Italian design from Maiso, the Isetta was licensed by BMW and dramatically re-engineered to meet German automotive standards. While unconventional in design, a front opening door, bubble-like body, and 3 wheels, some versions had 4. The Isetta was exactly what the European public needed: affordable, fuel-efficient, and approachable. It was the perfect solution during a time when economic recovery called for compact, practical transportation. Key features of the 1955 BMW Isetta: single-cylinder, 4-stroke engine, 12 horsepower, top speed of 50 miles per hour, fuel economy of over 60 miles per gallon. Price, approximately $2,580 DM. It might not have had the flair of a sports coupe or the stature of a luxury sedan, but the Isetta sold in huge numbers, over 160,000 units, saving BMW from potential collapse and reintroducing the company as a competitive force. BMW 502 V8, luxury and power come together. While the Isetta was BMW's lifeline, the BMW 502, launched shortly before in 1954 but maturing into its prime in 1955, represented the brand's luxury ambitions. The 502 was notable for being the first German car after WEI to be fitted with a V8 engine, which was also Germany's first post-war V8 design. In 1955, the 502's elegant body, paired with the new 2.6-liter aluminum V8 engine, gave it a sophisticated presence that catered to upper-class clients. This model wasn't meant for the masses, it was designed to showcase what BMW could achieve in luxury, performance, and engineering when it wasn't held back by war-era constraints. 1955 BMW 502 highlights: aluminum V8 engine, 100 horsepower, top speed 160 km per hour, 99 miles per hour. Sleek, curved styling, often nicknamed the Burro-Cangela. Advanced interior luxury with high-quality wood and upholstery. Though not a major sales success due to its high price, the 502 served as a symbol. BMW wasn't just rebuilding, it was planning to lead. A dual identity, practical mobility meets prestige. BMW in 1955 demonstrated a rare dual identity strategy. On one hand, the Isetta represented efficient, everyday motoring for a recovering population. On the other, the 502 represented BMW's aspiration for technical leadership and brand prestige. This unusual blend set BMW apart from competitors who focused solely on either economy or luxury and not both. This dichotomy wasn't just clever, it was necessary. The revenue generated by the Isetta kept the company afloat while allowing engineers and executives the breathing room to innovate on luxury projects. These parallel developments sowed the seeds of BMW's future success, a brand rooted in performance, luxury, and innovation. The cultural impact of BMW in 1955. the Isetta became a symbol of post-war freedom. Compact enough to park anywhere in Europe's narrow streets and affordable enough for the working class, it gave many families their first taste of motorized travel. It wasn't just a car, it was a vehicle of hope, independence, and progress. Meanwhile, the 502 appeared in diplomatic fleets and was often associated with business elites and celebrities. Its presence in public life helped re-establish BMW's image as a premium automaker in a time when Mercedes-Benz was dominating the luxury market. In the background of this transformation was BMW's deepening focus on precision engineering, a legacy born from its earlier days as an aircraft engine manufacturer. This engineering mindset would later become a hallmark of the brand, influencing design philosophies and marketing strategies into the 21st century. The business strategy behind the evolution. From a business perspective, BMW's moves in 1955 reflect a masterclass in strategic diversification. The Isetta allowed BMW to enter the microcar segment, an arena previously dominated by Messerschmitt and other niche players. Licensing a design and re-engineering it not only saved time but reduced development costs. Meanwhile, producing the 502 allowed BMW to stay in the luxury game, keeping the brand associated with quality and sophistication. Importantly, BMW also leveraged modular production techniques, allowing it to maximize parts compatibility across models and lower production costs, an idea that would become fundamental in later decades. Design language and aesthetic foundations. 1955 also solidified many of the design cues that BMW would continue to refine. From the kidney grille, which adorned both the 502 and the Isetta, albeit in a much smaller form, to the focus on driver-oriented layouts and quality materials, BMW began crafting a design identity that would become unmistakable. Though the Isetta was quirky and the 502 was elegant, both cars spoke of an attention to form and detail that transcended function. Even when building for the masses, BMW insisted on crafting cars with character, legacy and influence. What 1955 means today. Looking back, the importance of 1955 in BMW's history cannot be overstated. It was the year BMW found its path. The Isetta allowed the company to survive, while the 502 laid the groundwork for what BMW would become, a symbol of luxury, innovation, and German engineering excellence. Without the success of the Isetta, BMW might not have made it to the 1960s to create icons like the 1500, the 2002, or the legendary 3 Series. Without the ambition of the 502, the brand may never have evolved into the rival of Mercedes-Benz and Audi it is today. 1955 was the moment BMW proved it could be more than just a car company. It could be a cultural force, shaping how we perceive mobility, luxury, and precision. Final thoughts. The story of BMW in 1955 is more than an industrial milestone. It's a story of resilience, innovation, and vision. From the charming Isetta to the Baroque beauty of the 502, BMW demonstrated how to balance survival with aspiration. It didn't just adapt to the post-war world, it redefined its place in it. Today, when you see a modern BMW roaring down the highway or cruising through city streets, remember that it all traces back to pivotal years like 1955, where a company on the edge of extinction reimagined the road ahead and never looked back. If you'd like, I can also provide a YouTube title, description, and hashtags to match this article.